Welcome to World Team of the Week 8. I'll be honest with you, man, buckle up because this one might be the funniest one so far and potentially one of the most stacked in terms of the front six. I had some very, very tough choices to make up front. So as always, you guys know by now, if you have been watching every Team of the Week, I give my 11, but then you guys give me 3 honorable mentions. And of course, it goes without saying, last week the honorable mentions go to Harry Kane, of course, for doing what Harry Kane does best, bag goals. Erling Haaland for doing what Erling Haaland does best, bag goals. And Julian Timber, who was fantastic at right back, but I edged it just towards Reece James last week. But again, Timber could have easily got in. So as per usual, at the end of the year, we're going to count up everyone who got Team of the Week spots. But also, if you are listed in my 3 honorable mentions that you guys are going to spam in the comments, you get an extra point in there as well for not making it, or making it on the bench rather. Anyway, let's tuck in. If you are new, you know what to do. Whoa, that was loud. Sorry. Whoa. Let me lower the volume. Sorry, that's why I had a volume warning. I had 100% volume on my bed. Anyway, let's tuck in, because in goal, we said the saying already, right? When life gives you lemons, lemons make saves. What a goalkeeper. He has changed United's broke our life, if you will, right? Not even from, obviously, don't get me wrong, you know, the Isaac save was cool and whatnot, but just him going to collect crosses with confidence. I said, hey, I haven't seen that in a while. Bayende wasn't doing that. He was doing his twerking stretches. Onana wasn't doing that. He was doing an interview telling us that, yeah, I'm the best keeper of the Champions League. How can I be bad? You don't become the best in the world and then the worst in the world, like that. So to go from these kind of guys, and even De Gea, who was, you know, we know when he arrived, he was someone that they used to target on crosses 20, 12, 13 times. He looks to be different. Now, again, it could be purple patch. I don't know Lamens enough. But so far, the signs are there. He helped United a lot. Now, right back, we mentioned Timber as an honorable mention. He definitely could have made this team again. However, I've gone with myself at right back for the incredible performance in the Roberto Carlos v Gilberto Silva charity match. I got that fantastic, phenomenal pre-assist for goal number 3, I believe it was, no, goal number 5 rather, when we went on to win the trophy. So obviously, shout out to myself. I'm playing against literal invincibles, you know, people that have won the World Cup, and I had to fight for my life defending in a position that I've never played before. So big ups to myself. It's my team, it's my rules. I'm taking the, you know, them ones when you go to the park here or you're in school and you're like, oh, can I play, can I play? Oh, you have to go and ask Tim. It's his ball, it's my ball. If you don't like the rules, go to find another ball to play with. Anyway, moving on to CB. We're going United again, believe it or not, with Harry Maguire. Yes, another United player. You might be thinking, oh, but that's a bit crazy. 2 United players, especially in defence. Guys, I don't think you're understanding how historic this is for United to win 2 in a row. The United strand, he's already getting the scissors ready. Manchester United official TikTok are posting comments on his page saying, hey, we have an update, and that update is Slabhead has won another game for United back to back. And listen, he cleared everything defensively. Any cross they tried to, you know, spam into the box, he was getting rid. Bam, bam, bam. Leadership qualities as well, and of course the clutch winner at the end, as he has done so many times. And I asked the question: is he the most clutch defender in the world right now, or is it his partner for today, Gabriel Magalhaes, who is also extremely clutch with those headers, right? He got the assist for Arsenal's winner and yet another clean sheet. I think people are obviously bored of Arsenal keeping clean sheets now, but I don't think he gets bored. I don't think Timber or Saliba or Calafiori, all these men ever get bored of keeping clean sheets. It is the 2nd game in a row now that Arsenal... Why is the aeroplane deciding to fly over my head when I'm mid-flight? I hate that, bro. It's so irritating. But nevertheless, 2nd game in a row where the other team has not registered a single shot on target. That's unprecedented, I can't lie to you. So for all the talk of like, Arsenal making things boring and whatnot, maybe go and ask the other teams to even try and attack, bro, because them men are doing nothing. So big ups to Gabriel and Maguire at CB. Luke Shaw honestly could have been the left back here. I can't lie. The way he locked up Salah, I said, you know what, hey, Fairs, you guys saw my little, brand deal thing yesterday. Big up you, man, for supporting that one. We got to do that one a couple more times. So just big up Luke Shaw for that one. However, I asked myself the question, is it that difficult to lock up a guy that has the same number of dribbles as Juan Garcia this season? A goalkeeper that's been injured for the last 4 weeks. At that point, maybe it's not that difficult, So Luke Shaw, big respect for you, but it's Salah in 2025. Let's be serious. I'm going to give it to Grimaldo, who bagged 2 goals as Leverkusen went on to be Mainz this weekend, and also got an assist and a clean sheet for Spain in midweek. Like I said, it is international break, so we are factoring in things that have happened in internationals as well, as you'll see when we get to our front line. Now, our midfield, one of the most unique and interesting midfielders maybe we've ever built, but maybe it can ever so slightly work, because Chelsea went away to Forest with Reece James in midfield, an experiment that has failed many a time, but this time he delivered GA. Now, a GA should be like in inverted commas, right? The G, that's a cold goal, right? The third goal to seal the win away Forest. The A, less so, it was like a 1-yard pass to Neto from the free kick. He basically laid off Neto. Neto scored the goal. But regardless, I had to get a Chelsea player in there. I don't think Chelsea actually played that well. It's a weird one, isn't it? You win 3-0 and someone say you didn't play that well. It's hard to explain, but Forest could have easily got a lot of goals. So I was thinking Achampong did nice in the second half, but in the first half, Awoniyi kind of had him running ragged. I didn't know who to go for, and Neto there was no space for, because you're going to see my front three when we get there. So big up Reece James. He's partnered by another English player. You're thinking, another English player in midfield that's not in the Premier League. It's Harry Kane. Might be thinking, Harry Kane in midfield. Yes, the Bayern Munchen one. Obviously, bagged, his goals against Latvia for England. Again, midweek times or whatever, in the international break. Big ups to him. But against Dortmund, this guy was the entire midfield. You could argue he was playing in the 9. You could argue he's playing in the 10, and then he's behind Jackson, or he's playing towards Olise in the 8 or in the 6 even. This guy just picks the ball up and sprays passes. He's honest. Do you guys remember when, fellow Englishman, Sir Bobby Charlton, used to just run the entire pitch for England back in 1966, his Ballon d'Or year, for those of us who remember? That was kind of the vibes I was getting, where I could have chucked him in CB, in the 6, in the 8, in the 10, wherever. Harry Kane has got a spot. We've been fighting about those same 3 strikers every week. How are we going to fit them? Maybe we finally have our hack. Just chuck Harry Kane in midfield. But our number 10 is a pure 10. Is a pure jogador against Juventus. Nico Paz. What a performance from him. Obviously, they won 2-0. He bragged the second goal. He is going from strength to strength to strength to strength. And the question remains again, how long before Madrid come knocking and say, excuse me, you have something that belongs to us? Do you mind giving him back? How long before that is the case? Obviously, big up, Arda Güler, and obviously Jude is playing in the 10 at times as well. But if Nico Paz keeps playing like this, surely you have to just, give him a chance or something. I guess we'll wait and see. Now onto our front three. Where do we begin? We begin over in Major League Soccer. That's right. He's back again. It's Lionel Messi, who finally, after weeks and weeks and weeks, months and months and months of bagging braces, said, you know what? I'm going to get you the hat-trick this time. So he got the hat-trick to add on to a couple assists for Argentina just the game before, which means, given that Miami played 3 days before that again, it's now 9 GA in the last 7 days, bro. The numbers he's putting up, and I understand it's MLS, I understand Argentina, cool, they're one of the best South American teams, but still, bro, what we're seeing here is not normal whatsoever, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, this is not normal behavior we're seeing. So big ups to Lionel Messi. Clearly, he is now definitely 100%, unless any injury, whatever, God forbid, he will be at the next World Cup. And who knows, bro. Their midfield, aside from, I guess, Nico Paz, to be fair, kind of smelly. But when you have Messi, anything is possible. Now, Up front, I think I had the hardest choice of all of them because for the first like 7 match days, right, we've been rotating between Mbappe, Kane, Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, Haaland, Mbappe, Kane, Haaland. These three, they are in their own universe in the Ballon d'Or race, right? It's them three, then there's a massive gap to everyone else trying to be 4th and 5th and whatever. So obviously you have Kane in the team already. Mbappe, he was nice in the first international game. He obviously scored against Getafe, lovely finish, the way it kind of wrapped in off the woodwork as well. You have Erling Haaland, who's just, again, breaking records upon records. His first 2 touches of the ball in the second half were 2 goals. Inevitable. Then I also thought, you know what? Victor Osimhen saved Nigeria from light off in the World Cup qualifications. I was very close to putting Victor Osimhen. But then, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang grabbed 4 for Gabon. Like, big up Nigeria, right? I know they struggled, but Nigeria is still, respectfully a serious nation when it comes to football. Gabon, far from it. Gabon, I don't think Ema can even name me like 4 players all time. This guy just scored 4 goals to keep Gabon's World Cup. Oh, actually, because then you might say like Bouanga, you might say Lamina. Oh, but then the 4th, we'll see. Can you name a 4th Gabonese player without using Google? Let me know in the comments. If you can, fair play. Boo in it. GG's. But anyway, he bags 4 for Gabon to keep their World Cup dreams alive. A tiny nation like Gabon in comparison to Nigeria. And then, of course, continue delivering for Marseille. So he will grab the striker spot. Another Unk. And our front 3 is completed by one last Unk. Obviously, big ups to, again, Aubameyang. So Messi's 38. Aubameyang is how old? How old is Aubameyang? Hold on. So I'm not even sure how old he is. Aubameyang is 36. So we've got 36, 38, and now, as maths would have it, as the pattern goes, we must go to 40 because Cristiano Ronaldo, Sui, he's in the team again. You look at that front 3, you're thinking, what year are we in, bro? Are we in 2018? Are we even in 2016? What is this? We have Messi, Aubameyang, and Ronaldo. Ronaldo, of course, bagged Portugal's only 2 goals in their very most recent game against Hungary. And then for Al Nassr, he goes and gets a goal. And like I told you, that Eusebio rocket that up. Did you guys see the clip? Don't lie to me. The goals are identical. I know you're sat there thinking, hold on. That's a really crazy pull. How have you just got that save on your phone? I recorded Eusebio's goal in 1966. I was there. I remembered it. So, big ups to Ronaldo. Incredible rocket. I love his little video at the end with speed as well, showing how to bang the drums. Very nice and wholesome. So that is our 11. And our manager is going to be Liam Rossigna. English name, but manages Strasbourg over in France, who they drew 3-3 away at PSG. Big result to keep them just 1 point behind PSG as well. So maybe for the first time in a while, it might not be plain sailing for PSG. But before I forget, as always, every single Monday on Twitch around 4:30 p.m. UK, I stream the highlights like match of the day from Premier League games, La Liga games, Serie A games, all the top 5 leagues, and we can debate and discuss the best players, the worst players, etc, etc. So make sure you follow on Twitch. That's my 11. Like I said, there are many honorable mentions, right? Don't be offended if your guy didn't make it. Like I said, Mbappe could be here, Haaland could be here, Osimhen could be here, but I can only fit 11. So let me know the 3 you want the most. In fact, I'm taking one spot. Osimhen's getting in. Osimhen's going to be in, and then you can fight for any other players that you want to get, maybe like a Timber, maybe, like I said, Haaland, etc, etc. Let me know. Keep on following, subscribing, whatever you want to do. The more comments, the more likes, the merrier. Tomorrow morning or tomorrow lunchtime, another one you guys want to see. Champions League prediction. It's time to make some. See you guys tomorrow in a bit. Bosh.